Hello. I would say good morning, but it's not. It's not remotely morning. It's afternoon. I ended up having quite a lie-in this morning. Didn't even mean to. I set an alarm. Even my alarm was like, okay, I'll let myself have a relatively slow morning. I set my alarm for 9. Now I don't know whether the alarm didn't go off or whether it did go off and I just turned it off without knowing. Both are equally possible. But I woke up again at 10:30. So I had a very, very nice lie-in, but I figured I must have needed it. So I'm like, I didn't have anything on this morning, luckily, but I must have really needed it. So I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I'm just going to accept the fact that today I just needed a little bit more sleep. So yeah, luckily I only have one lesson today. I was supposed to have 2, but one of them just cancelled. She's not very well, bless her. So only the one lesson. So I've got a relatively free day. I am going to do a little Twitch stream, a little one, because obviously I am still very much restricted in what I can do. So I do need to cut some fabric out for a project I'm currently doing. So that I feel could be doable. So I think that's what I'm going to do on stream. But I'm not going to push it because yesterday I pushed it enough, just with like washing my hair and, doing bits and bobs. It was very, very sore yesterday after doing all those bits. So I don't want to push it any further and risk delaying the healing process. That's the last thing I would want. So I'm going to see if I can do some just fabric cutting. A lot of the stream is probably just going to be chatting as well because I've not been on since I did it. So I might just chat to the people for a little bit and then see what I can do. And I'm going to have to come up with some more ideas about what I can do on Twitch because I don't want to just not be on, especially if I go on Monday and it turns out it is broken and I have to be in a cast for a lot longer. I don't want to just forego Twitch entirely. I'm going to have to think of some things to do. So yeah, that's on the cards for today. It'll only be a little one, but I do want to ease myself back into it and start thinking about how I can still be present, even with my limited options. But yeah, no, generally feeling all right today, probably because I'm very well rested. What else have I got to do today? In fact, not very much. Today's looking like relatively free. So I think I'm going to do some of that forced Christmas cheer that I mentioned. Maybe do a little bit more decorating. I say a little more decorating. The house is pretty decorated. But I tend to like sticking cards on the living room door. So I haven't started that yet. That might be one of my tasks for today, I think. Yeah, that sounds good, actually. So I might do a little bit of that today. I might do a little bit of present wrapping because there's a couple of presents just lying around that I could do with putting in a bag and then getting under the tree. And then at least they are in one place stationary rather than just moving them from chair to chair, depending on which one I'm deciding to sit on. So yeah, maybe I'll do a little bit of present wrapping. I might put some festive music on as well, actually. I haven't listened to any festive music since last week, and maybe that will also help me get into a festive mood. I'm liking this. This is sounding like a good plan because I want to find that festivity again. At some point I need to, it won't be today, but I need to go and visit my parents because today is my dad's birthday. Now, obviously I can't drive, so I can't go and see him, which is a little annoying. It's a little annoying that I can't do that, but I'm going to have to make arrangements to get there at some point in the week. So I think I'll chat to my mum later and see what can be done about that and how I can go and see them so that I can give my dad his birthday stuff. But I'm going to open my advents. I'm very curious about this now, about where this advent in Avonlea is going. I did realise as well that in all of the commotion, I kind of stopped opening my chocolate advents. So I've got some catching up to do. Oh no, devastating news. I'm going to have to sit and just trough through some advent calendars. However will I cope? But at least I'm sat in a good position today. Annoyingly, it is now also grim and miserable today. It was all right yesterday, and now it's grim and miserable again. But it's still lighter than it was when I filmed on Monday, because that was dark. That was so bad. You all right, darling? Hello. Oh, do you want a little cuddle? Oh, hello, baby. She's got her jumper on because it has got a little cold again. I've been told, not that I've been outside, because it's pouring it down and I can't get it wet. So this is what I've heard. Oh, that is a very pale green. Yes, I know, I see you. I know. That is a very, very pale. Oh, the colour is coming through. Yay. Finally, you're actually getting to see the colour. The colour is coming through. That is a very, very pale green. It's got a lot of white in it. Are we going into white? Is that where we're going? I don't know. But yeah, are you going to focus on the yarn or? No, you're not. You're not. But that is a very nice colour. It's very intriguing to try and work out where we're going with it. I can't believe we are almost 3/4 of the way through. As of tomorrow, we'll be 3/4 of the way through. And that's a little disappointing because I'm like, oh, I love these and I always want them to carry on forever. But that does mean, I was about to say, that does mean I can start using it. No, I can't. It does mean that I will know what my options are, though. If I have the full progression, I can start planning things out. There we go. It does mean I will know what my options are. Obviously, I still have several days of my loom advent, and I still have, how many? I still have 2 weeks of my weekly one, because she actually does one in between Christmas and New Year. There are 5 that she's put in there, which is very exciting because it means I'll get like a little bonus one. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing what that is. But yes, what time is it? Okay. I need to get some food and sort out what I'm going to do on Twitch. That is the plan. And then Christmas. Cards and presents and music. Yes, Christmas. All right, I will check in again later. Hello, lessons are done and I am going to chill for the rest of the evening. I've got hiccups now. Why have I got hiccups? Yes, I'm going to do some festive things. I have a drink. I am drinking some mead. My mother-in-law makes mead and she does so well at it. It's amazing. So I'm having a little mead. And we are at some point going to carry on watching Fallout because season 2 dropped today. So we've been trying to watch through season 1 to kind of refresh our memory, and we're partway through. I can't remember which episode we just finished, but we are in the middle of it. So hopefully we can get a little bit more done this evening, ready for season 2, and that way we're not going to be too far behind. But before that, I think I'm going to do a little bit of Christmassy stuff. I might do the cards. I might put a present or 2 in a bag. I think I said wrap this morning. There will be no wrapping. There will be no wrapping taking place this year. So I might put some presents in some gift bags, but that will be the extent of it. And maybe I'll do it with some Christmas music playing, because why not? yeah, really get into the Christmas vibes. It is torrential. It's revolting out there. It's proper gross. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if it's actually coming through on the microphone. It's been just raining solidly all day. And it's getting quite loud now. Like, don't get me wrong, it's giving very cozy vibes. But, you know. So yes, I think that's going to be the plan for the rest of the evening. Yeah, mead, cards, presents, Christmas music. If that doesn't get me feeling festive, I don't know what will. So yes, the stream went well. Didn't stay on too long, but I did manage to cut out and overlock some fabric, which, yeah, like, it hurt a little bit, and I definitely reached a point where I was like, okay, my wrist is done now. But I still managed it, which is a good sign. I'm liking the fact that I can still feel productive craft-wise. And I don't think it's going to be that long before I try knitting again. I don't think it's going to be too long. I don't know whether I'll wait till Monday and find out what they say. But then if I wait till Monday and it's been poked at and prodded at, I'll probably want to wait another couple of days for it to die down again. So I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. I will just play it by ear, and I will see how I feel and what feels okay to do. But yes, let's start some Christmassy feeling. All right, I will speak to you again tomorrow. Tonight I read chapters 22 and 23. Anne is invited out to tea, and Anne comes to grief in an affair of honour. Anne is incredibly excited as Mrs. Allen has invited her around for tea, and she can hardly wait. Marilla tries her best to curb her excitement by reminding Anne that Mrs. Allen has been inviting the whole school one at a time, but Anne's enthusiasm will not be dampened. During the dinner, she discovers that the school has hired a new teacher, a woman. The Avonlea school has never had a woman teacher before, but Anne is looking forward to it immensely. But shortly before the term restarts, Anne is spending some time with her friends, and the new trend is to dare each other. Josie Pye dares Anne to walk the ridgepole of Mrs. Barry's kitchen roof, and Anne will not be called a coward, so she attempts it. She makes some headway, but, as expected, falls off the roof and hurts her ankle. When Marilla sees Mr. Barry carrying Anne back to Green Gables, she's hit with a feeling of pure terror and realises just how dear Anne is to her. This turns to annoyed relief when she realises that Anne was doing something so silly, but Anne faints from the pain, and it's discovered that Anne's ankle is broken. She has to spend several weeks laid up, and all of her friends bring cards and books from school. She is anxious to get up and about again so she can see the new teacher.